All right. I'm here with Katlego Khanyisa ahead of another bout on Boxing 5 Promotions. How are you feeling?
I'm good, Hayden. It's good to be back, man. You know, I was hoping to have like a 3-fight, 4-fight activity, but look, just blessed and grateful to be back and doing what I do best.
I mean, you are back and people are noticing you. You're an undefeated young fighter. You obviously had a couple of good fights recently as well that's put your name out there. Next in line is Dumisa, the former KZN champion. How's your feelings on him?
Look, all I know about Katlego Dumisa is that he's a former KZN champion. Also being a former Gauteng champion, vacated in the lightweight. But look, it's a good test because now I'm looking for the ratings in the super featherweight division. So he was the one who could take the fight. Emphasis on who could take the fight because nobody wants the smoke apparently. But grateful to be active and yeah. Good to be back, Hayden.
How do you feel about that opponents are just not, lining up in a queue to get in the ring with you?
Look, man, especially in the age group that I'm in, being 27, 28, a lot of these American and other international fighters, they're already racking up 15 fights, 17 fights, already pushing international title fights. So it kind of makes me feel like I'm behind, but at the same time, I know I'm in a great team. I know Colin is doing the best that he can. He's always making sure that he's lining up the right fights for me. So I'm not too overwhelmed about that or feeling like I'm too old, but hey, it's work. I'm in a new division. I have to understand that, okay, I can't just jump into a new division and be number one. I just have to start all over again and make myself come back up, looking for Lucky Moyani because he's the one at the top. So he's next in line. He better know that. And yeah, let's see how it goes. New path, featherweight division champion coming for everything. Black Cat's always looking for the smoke.
Okay, Dumisa, former KZN champion, good for ratings, a good fight for you in the super featherweight division. 8 rounds, how does the fight go?
Oh man, I'm coming to dominate. Everybody knows that Black Cat is a pressure fighter. They can expect me to be a pressure fighter. They can expect me to be a range fighter. I'm just going to keep it as a surprise, But one thing is that I know that I'm settling very nicely into this division. I can sit down. I can be a bully if I want to. I can move around. I can show off if I want to. So it's a good position for me to be in, a good opportunity for me to develop and show an all-round skill for myself. So I'm happy. I'm glad that I'm going into this division in a confident and skillful manner.
You've seen Dumisa in the ring before with Caden Truter, and obviously he's a different fighter now. Since that time, he's gone on to win the national title. He's been in the ring like you also won, not the national title, sorry, the provincial title in his province, and you've also gone on to do the same thing, but in a different weight division. Do you see him as a better fighter than he was when you probably last saw him?
Look, I always say I never underestimate any opponent. He could have been coming in from 3 back-to-back losses. I was not going to underestimate him and then think he's just another walkover opponent. You know me, I always take everyone as if they're a champion. So that's how I'm going to go into this fight with. So whether he's going to be, I'm expecting him to be skillful. If people are saying he's not so smart, hey, in my mind, he's a Mayweather. In my mind, he's the best fighter in front of me right now. So I will take him like that, not with fear, but with confidence that I am going to be the better fighter at the end of the day. And I am going to dominate without a doubt. Whether it's pressure, whether it's skill, I can't.
Yeah, and this is obviously your second fight at super featherweight, so you know what your body feels like when you get in there. You dispatched your last opponent. How did you feel about the whole experience?
Look, I felt good, but to be honest, those other stoppages, I felt like I wanted to be tested more to the later rounds. So there are some slight disappointments that they ended too early. They didn't bring the fight and the aggression that I wanted. But it is what it is. We take the win, we move on. But I expect Dumisa to come and want to prove a point. Look, he's a provincial champion. Yes. So he should come there and show that he is that caliber. And I am also a former provincial champion. So 2 provincial champions should show who's the best. Best from KZN, best from Gauteng. Who got it? Cat does, that's what I know. Does he though?
Yeah, the question is on the table. And do you see him being a harder fight perhaps than, Talon Baloy or someone like that?
Only the night. The night is the only one that's going to show. So it's up to him to prove himself. Like I say, I know I'm going to be the better fighter who was better than the fighter who fought with Talon Baloy, who fought with all the other fighters that I almost said predecessors, the previous fighters that I actually fought against. I'm going to be a better version of that. So that's what he should be worried about. And the thing is, he got all the footage. Everything is there for him to study. He's got no excuses. No one has excuses. So bring your A game. Let's go.
And of course, this will be your first time fighting on DAZN as well, which is a massive one, a massive coup that Colin just signed off on again. What's your thoughts on that?
Look, man, it's a great opportunity. It's something that we've been craving for as the fighters in Gauteng, in South Africa. That exposure, you know. So it gives us the opportunity to showcase what South Africa has, and we are world champion products. We have the capability, we have the potential. It's just that now it's on there. Now it's the moments that we now step up and show, and opportunities will come flooding, and let's make it happen.
You mentioned international fighters, being, maybe a little bit more ahead in their careers, but the fact that you will get international exposure kind of leans towards, people seeing you around the world. That must be important.
It is a very important thing, Hayden, because at the end of the day, like I said, at the age that we're looking for, we're not only just basing to be the best in our province. The opportunities are there, they're widespread. We have the social media. SA Boxing Talk is a major reason why we're actually having these opportunities for such big platforms getting on DAZN. So everything is going according to plan, and the only thing we have to do as the fighters in our country to represent ourselves, to show that we do have the potential, and I believe we do, man. With Lerato coming from Japan, the unfortunate loss, but they are the predecessors who have marked the way forward. So we are going to just keep on that momentum and take it as we march on.
I was going to say, just a word to Lerato Dlamini as well. He has been your chief sparring partner for the entire year and beyond. What's your thoughts on his next fights going forward?
Well, as the controversial... this is my opinion also. So the controversial decision with the dirtiness and everything, look, I really hope it's an opportunity for them to fix it up, and whether it's going to be a rematch or whether it's now him getting the opportunity for being second and now, boosting his opportunity to be first again. But I believe that he is at the level where he's at the top, and he should be skyrocketing higher. There is no ceiling for him right now. He has broken through. He is just going to go higher and higher. So his performance, Lerato, is always the best coming out. He's never the lazy one. He's always the hardworking. You see it in the gym. We see it in the ring. He's the most consistent fighter that I know in our country. Best top fighter coming out of our country. So I believe, not to put any shadow on Sivenati or on other teammates, but you know what? That's where I put Lerato, because I believe he's that type of a caliber fighter.
So he's a prime example for all South African boxers to aspire to work towards, and I'm sure yourself you've got a lot of inspiration from him, sharing the ring with him, training with him, and of course you're building your own path, which will see you back on September 20th. As we get back to the fight again, your actual fight prediction?
Stoppage round 6. Yes, sir. He's not going to be able to live with the pressure. He's going to break. He's going to break. It doesn't have to be power. It's probably just him being confused at what is going on and trying to figure out. And nobody can decode the black cats. We've seen it with a lot of fighters. They've tried and break me down. They always come short. They try and outskill me. They can't keep up with the pressure. So let's see. Unless he's got some other skills that we don't know about that he's going to be showcasing, there's nothing we don't know. We have all the talent in the hot box gym, so I'm overly prepared. I just need to make it happen. 20th of September, let's go. 8-0.
All right, we look forward to obviously watching you on the journey, and I'll be calling your fights on the night. Katlego, do you have anything lastly you'd like to share with people? Any thank yous, any shout outs?
Of course. I'd like to thank everyone who's going to be coming to support. The box camp has became like a home ground for all of us. So we enjoy being there. Everybody, the community is strong in the support. I'd like to thank my fans. I'd like to thank you, SA Boxing Talk, Hayden, for always showcasing us. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Results and Finance, who've been backing me from the fierce here. keeping me strong. Infalt twins, keeping us fueled up, you and I, without a doubt. So Nomaranjani always keeping me active. Oh yes, Lucky Mukwena. Actually, he's a coach that I've been working a lot on, and he not on but with, and he is the core of what you'll be seeing. We've been working a lot. I'm grateful that you actually mentioned the things that I'd like to thank, because I've been working with him. We come from way back. Him and I, from the amateur days, he took the coaching route, took the professional boxing route, but the connection, the chemistry, it's too good. So whatever you're going to be seeing in the ring, most of it is going to be accustomed to the work with Lucky Mukwena. Everybody knows him for the signature cap, looking up. And yeah, stay tuned. He's a good coach coming up, and we've been doing a lot of work. And other than that, I'd like to thank my friends, my family, and everybody. Please come through, show your support. It's a great build, the 20th of September. You're not going to be disappointed every time, Black Cat shows up, does the most, and it's going to be a great night.